Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's another beautiful Friday here in Chicago. I'm about to head over to an estate sale and a community-wide yard sale. I don't know if it's going to be one video or two videos, but we'll see. Hopefully I end up finding some good stuff. The estate sale looks like it has a bunch of old video games and toys and stuff, so I'm pretty excited for that one. Hopefully we end up finding some amazing stuff today. So join me for the ride. Let's hop into it. Okay, so here we are at today's estate sale. I got here about an hour before the sale was scheduled to start, and when I arrived, they had already started letting people into the house to pick, so I knew right away that meant I probably wasn't getting what I came for. However, I still ended up walking away with some amazing finds. To start things off, I decided to make my way to the upstairs, where in the photos for the sale there were a bunch of vintage toys pictured, so I figured that would be a good place to start digging.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Crash Team Racing.
And even though I did end up grabbing a few things out of here, I quickly realized that the majority of the stuff in this bin was McDonald's kids meal toys and Burger King toys, stuff that I wasn't really interested in. So I decided to quickly pivot and see if some of the other stuff that I was interested in from the photos was still available.
Coming out?
Yeah, just coming up now.
Alright, you're good. I just want to get out of your way before I try to squeeze in there.
Yeah. Oh.
And boy, did I find some cool stuff in here.
Got some old games. Civ 2, big box. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. Some Mugen. What's this? Harvester. More big box. Doesn't sound like any of the discs are in here. There's some more. There's a whole box of games right here. We got here Steel Sky.
I got in there. Yeah, there was. I'm gonna say. Boy, I go to so many of them now. Yeah.
Rise of Dragon.
Okay, now this.
Now, not everything inside this box ended up being a big box PC game. You can see there's quite a bit of old software here, which I ended up leaving behind, but any of the games that felt like there was stuff inside the box, I ended up grabbing, and any of the empty boxes, I just decided to leave behind. And yes, for those of you wondering, I did look up some of those empty boxes later on in the sale, and I grabbed a few, but the majority of stuff just wasn't worth it to pick up box only.
There's an old Pokemon poster down there. It's broke, though. Looks like that's about it for inside this closet. Look at that creature. That's a cool one.
And after digging through those shelves pretty thoroughly, it was time to move on to see what else was available up here in the attic.
Let's set this stuff down. Dig through somebody's clothing. So there's a Bears piece right there on top. Logo 7. It's cut off. Still grab it. Look at those. Those are cool. Vintage bull shorts.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Anything good back here for yourself? Yeah.
There's a couple things. Nothing crazy though.
A brand new White Sox old jacket.
Oh really?
It's a starter, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good one. Whoever grabbed that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Go to the garage.
There you go.
Hey, there you go. This is
Blackhawks. It's a starter, yeah.
Yeah, I told you, look at the bottom. Good.
Yeah, that one's sick.
And after finishing up with the clothes, I did end up going through the rest of these boxes here. Most of it ended up being like kitchen stuff, but there was one box filled with electronics, and I pulled a really cool piece out of it.
What else we got there? Here's some PlayStation. The Justifier. Is that in there? It is. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Definitely grabbing that.
And I did find a few more little small things in these boxes, nothing crazy though, but once I was done digging through them, I decided to take my stuff downstairs to the cashier so I could make a pile and then continue exploring the rest of the house. However, before I show you the other awesome stuff that I found at the sale, today's video sponsor, eBay, would like me to show you how easy it is to ship to another country through their international shipping hubs. So I just sold one of these G.I. Joes right here to a buyer in another country through eBay International Shipping. And normally for a small domestic shipment like this, I wouldn't do too much for it. I would just throw some bubble wrap around him, maybe some cardboard, throw them in a padded envelope, and send them on out to the buyer since it's just straight from me to them. However, since this one is going internationally and has an extra step step on his journey. It's got to stop at the international shipping hub. I am going to put him in a box. Now, shipping stuff out in a box isn't a requirement for international shipping, but since there are more legs to its journey, I just want something a little bit more sturdy. Because you gotta remember, even though this is stopping at the international shipping hub for a day or so while they check out your package and make sure the address is correct and everything, they are not repackaging your item. However you package it is how your buyer will receive it. So you just wanna make sure everything is in order when you ship your box out initially. You don't want like a Frankenbox going out that's gonna fall apart in transit. You wanna make sure your weight and dimensions are correct on your box, so once it hits the hub, it can just be shipped straight out to your buyer without any issues. One of the best parts about shipping internationally is if this thing gets damaged on its way to its international buyer, eBay covers the damage for me, so I don't really have to worry about this thing once it leaves my house. After they receive it and they take their photos and document that it's well packed, I am pretty much worry-free. This thing is going to its buyer and I'm going to be happy. So if you've never shipped something internationally before, it really is that easy. Now let's hop back over to the video.
We're in trees, man.
So as you can see, the next thing I did here was make my way to this bedroom, which in the photos showcased a bunch of vintage video game consoles. Unfortunately, most of those were gone. However, I came across a nice little stash of some video games that someone must have missed.
Iron Aces. NHL. Nothing crazy. Virtual Cop. Die Hard. Zillion. Don't feel like that's in there. Driver. I'm just gonna grab all the games that have the cases. PS2 in the box. That's fun. No one read this yet? What? Man, it's still got the wrapping and everything in there. I'm definitely grabbing that.
I'm not sure why whoever got to this room first left the PlayStation 2 here when they grabbed all of the other consoles. There was like a Sega CD and a Dreamcast in the photos, but they decided to leave the PlayStation 2. And complete in box like this, it's worth I think around $200, so that is a very, very nice score. And not only did I end up finding that PlayStation 2, but look what else I found down in the basement.
Got down here. Is that another PlayStation 2 right here? Oh, just the box.
And even though that is just the box, I'm pretty sure you can sell just the box by itself for like $50 to people who want to complete their collection and have a nice display piece. Anyways, after that, I decided to do one more lap around the house just to see if there was anything else that I missed, and I did pick up a few more small things like these old Transformers or GoBots that I found inside the toy chests. I found a pair of Coach sunglasses, there was a Chicago Cubs jacket in the closet that I ended up missing, and I also found a couple more games.
I think I had hidden inside there, a little Genesis box. It's a PS1, but I've got so many PlayStations. I think I'm gonna leave that. I've got so many of these laying around right now. I just don't want to list. Is there anything inside? Nope.
And once I was finally satisfied that I grabbed everything that I wanted, it was finally time to check out and see what the damage was.
I think that's gonna wrap me up.
You do 100?
Yeah, I can do 100. That's fine. Awesome. Thank you all.
There's a mechanic as well. The garage is in that box.
And with that, that brought things for this estate sale to an end. And overall, I am pretty happy with how this sale went. Obviously, I wish I would have been there for the initial opening of the sale so I could have got more of the stuff that I saw in the photos that I wanted, but I can't change that. I had no way of knowing they were going to open up early, and the early bird gets the worm, so that's just how it rolls. I just had a sale here on eBay. Anyways, that is going to wrap things up for this one. I hope that you guys all enjoyed the video and hopefully you learned something from it. If you did enjoy it, please go down low, smash that like button for me, and while you're down there, consider subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Till next time, keep on treasure hunting. Peace.